welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey and I'm here to do a weekend in my life type of vlog. So I didn't have any crazy ideas for the video I want to post next week. It's too early for like a TBR type of video or a wrap-up video. So I was really at a loss of what I wanted to film. However, I do have two books that I absolutely want to finish this weekend within the next like 3 days. I'm starting this vlog on a Saturday. It might extend into the Monday just because like I feel like it's like an extra weekend day. Even though I'm working all day, I still have that nighttime that I feel like is like still chillax and relaxing vibes. So I have two books that I really want to finish this weekend. I have Blood Mercy by Vila Roth. This is a book that I have been reading since like August 1st. It is currently August 19th. So I've never taken this long to read a book. I definitely think I'm in a reading slump within my life in general, and I am just not vibing with romance books anymore. So I definitely have Blood Mercy to finish. I am probably like 65% of the way through, so I am in the latter half of the book, and hopefully I will be finishing it soon. So that's one of the goals. I have the audiobook, I have the Kindle book. I'm like determined to finish this book. Basically, Blood Mercy follows a character named Cassia, and she is the bastard daughter of a king. And this king is very abusive, and he's been hiding her for many years because he obviously wants to use Cassia for his power to kind of say like, oh, you can marry my bastard daughter for like power and stuff, but he keeps changing her location so that no one can find her. One day, Cassia sort of convinces her father to let her come home right when there is a large meeting between the kingdom and this species of people called Hesperins. And Hesperins are essentially vampires, except everything that we know about vampires, like the negative sense of vampires, are actually good. So they kidnap people, sure, but they're kidnapping people that are in tough situations that want to continue living, they're about to die, or children that have been abandoned, that sort of thing, and they're taking them in and helping them have a new life, a new perspective. They are able to do something called the mercy, which is like allowing people to pass on in a more like ethical way. So there's a lot of stuff that Vila Roth is doing to like kind of transform the vampire myth in a more positive light. So obviously we have our hero coming from the Hesperins named Leo, and Leo is one of the younger Hesperins, and he's there, and this is his first like political trip that he's taking, where he has to like represent his people. And Cassia and him obviously meet one day. Cassia has a goal to ask the Hesperins about mercy, about that sort of thing, and so she takes this opportunity when Leo takes interest in her to ask him all these things, but they end up bonding in different ways. I also have Born that I absolutely need to finish. This was the July pick for Professor Kelsey's book club, which is a book club I host with my two friends, Justin and Bobby, and we're supposed to do live shows. I am the one that is behind this month, which never happens. I am usually the first one to finish a book, and I am just really struggling with Born by Jeff Vandermeer. I would like to have it finished this weekend because I would like to fucking do the live show in August like a normal person. So Born follows this character named Rachel, and Rachel lives with her like boyfriend, not boyfriend, named Wick, and they live within a dystopian society where this government called the Company has really ruined the world through like scientific advancement and experiments, and they are also being kind of watched or ruled over by this like experimented on bear named Mord, who like attacks things, but also things like connect to him. So when he leaves, food and stuff is like around. So Rachel's kind of part of this scavenging lifestyle where they follow things and go to like gather stuff for food, but specifically she also gathers stuff for Wick because Wick is an ex-company worker and he's able to make these experiments, and he's been experimenting on things, and his aspect is actually quite interesting. One day on Mord, Rachel finds this thing and she takes it in because she finds it interesting, and she's like growing an attachment to this being, and she calls this being Born. So far I am 141 pages into it. I'm almost done because it's about 323 pages, so I'm like almost halfway. It is growing quite difficult for me because there is a lot in the world building aspect that I don't quite understand, but I'm trying to. My goal now is to finish these books this weekend. I do have a really big weekend, which is why I'm kind of hoping it will push me to add some stuff to this vlog. I have my boyfriend's birthday today. Happy birthday, Carmen. We have his party tonight where we're just going for drinks at a bar, and then tomorrow one of my best friends is moving to Portugal later this year, and he's having like a go away summer party at the park. So hopefully I will remember to film at least something of both those things just to like kind of like commemorate it in this video. And I hope you enjoy a weekend with me. Hello. So I am now 80%. Sorry, I have this knife, but there's a reason. I am now 80% into Blood Mercy by Vila Roth. I'm almost done. It's really exciting. There's some like political stuff that is happening in the book right now, specifically to Cassia's role and her understanding of her sister's death. Her sister's death is like a prominent theme throughout the book, and it seems to be that she was killed for political reasons, and that's why she had contacted or wanted to contact the Hesperans to like understand her death, because I don't want to get too into it because this vlog isn't particularly about Blood Mercy or any relation to it, so I don't want to get into spoilers besides like my final review of the book, but that's where I'm at right now. However, Mr. Amazon Delivery brought a package and I'm very excited for it, and I want to open it with you so you get like my first reactions. I know what this is. It is the BTS Behind the Story book, and if you don't know, I don't know if I would consider myself an ARMY, but I'm definitely like a big BTS fan, so I guess I'm part of ARMY. There's no rules to be an ARMY, you know. I have done videos involving BTS before, so I'll link my most recent one, which was an RM reading vlog, so reading books that RM recommends and stuff like that. I've also done a BTS book tag. I will also link that up above because I think both are really fun and they like really showcase my love for BTS, and I am now adding to my BTS lore here. If you want to know, my bias is Jungkook, and my bias record used to be RM, but then Suga quickly stole my heart and I had to change my bias record, but Jungkook is always my little favorite. As you can even see there, like I have RM and Jungkook below, just because I love them so much. Oh my gosh. It's thicker than I thought it was going to be. Wow, I know not a lot of people that follow me on BookTube are fans of BTS, so this is for Ness. I'm very excited to read this. Oh my gosh, it's so like beautiful, and I've seen like reading vlogs of this, so I know that it's in 7 chapters to go over like the 7 stages of their life, 7 members, blah blah blah. 7 is a very like big number for BTS. I'm kind of debating doing a reading vlog. I don't know how interested people are going to be in this. Hello, my king. But I am interested in doing a reading vlog, especially because I've seen a lot of people like annotate this book and annotate it per the color per the member of the band, and I want to do that. I think that's so fun. So I might do a reading vlog, and it might be just for me and Ness. And yeah, so I'm very excited to get this. It's a lot thicker and there's a lot more writing, if I'm being honest, than I thought there would be. So I debated for a really long time not buying this book. I was like, I don't need it. I've grown. I don't need to read about BTS. I do. My ARMY living heart should have known that I wouldn't be able to resist. And it was a great deal on Amazon, which is the only reason I unfortunately have to support capitalism and Amazon. I don't know when I'm gonna squeeze this in. I don't think I could do it this month because, like, as you know, it's August and Blood Mercy was taking me so long to read. And I have so many other books, thick books to get to this month. But alas, that is the end of this clip. And I will continue reading. I really just want to finish Blood Mercy today, and then we'll see where we go tomorrow. Hello, so I just got home from the gym. I'm going to eat my leftover sushi from last night. I probably will come to you to summarize my feelings on Blood Mercy because I finished that last night as well. Thank God, because I've been literally reading it for 20 days. And then I'm probably going to obviously work because it's a Monday, and then try to read Born. I don't think I'm going to finish it before I need to close out this vlog, but I do want to get this vlog to you in a timely manner. It was supposed to be a weekend with me / Monday, but like, who really works on Mondays, you know? So let me ingest some fuel and get back to you. So I think it's finally time to review Blood Mercy by Veela Roth. It's a long time coming because, like I've mentioned several times, it took me 20 days to read this book. I think were this to have been a tad shorter, it would have worked far more effectively for me, I think. I did really enjoy the intricate world building, which is why I struggle to think about my feelings for this book, because the intricate world building and the amount of detail that Veela Roth put into the book made me enjoy the world and our characters a bit more. The way Veela Roth revealed certain nuggets and stuff to readers, while it was very slow moving, I think worked well for the story, but it really hindered my overall enjoyment of the reading experience. And while I was both interested in Leo as a character and the Hesperian lore of the novel, and Cassie's relationship with her father and that dynamic in the book, I wasn't really invested in their romance until like well into the latter half of the novel. However, once we get there, I am very intrigued by the political movements that Cassie and Leo are talking about at the same time as advancing their romance. Also, the spiciness that takes place in the second half of the book is very hot, and I think that's just like surmounted by the fact that I think Leo is a really good hero, like a very good romantic interest. And is it because he's a vampire and I've never grown out of my Twilight phase? Perhaps. So yeah, I just really feel conflicted because I really enjoyed what Veela Roth did in this book, and I think she's created a really intricate like magic-y system with the Hesperians and the entire world building of the novel. But this book almost put me into a slump because it was so long, so slow. So I ended up giving it 3 stars. I think I would be interested to continue this series, but I have to say that I'm a bit scared and apprehensive. So now I still have some time on my lunch break before my meetings for the afternoon. And so I think I'm going to get what I can into Born. This one is also definitely like putting me into a slump, not for the same reasons. I think this one is just confusing on purpose and slow moving on purpose, and I'm excited to see like how that all comes together. I have roughly another 170 pages or so. So I definitely think I could finish this today, and my goal is to finish this today. Like I told you guys at the beginning of this vlog, I want to have both Blood Mercy and this done by tonight. Hello, so it is Tuesday. I wanted to end this yesterday, but how can I end it when I'm babysitting Mimi? She's sleeping. But yeah, so I'm gonna continue Born. I have about 40 pages left, and I'm just taking care of this little angel. So instead of this being a weekend vlog, oh, good morning. So instead of this being a weekend vlog, it's a couple of days with me, and I hope you enjoy. So it is finally time to end the vlog. As you could see, much later, I'm home. We just came back from, well, I just came back from babysitting, and then we went to celebrate my mom's birthday at her house. But I did in fact finish Born today. I ended up giving 4 stars. I don't want to go too much into my thoughts on the book, especially because I will have a live show, ideally the night that this video comes out. You know, if it's up, it's up. If not, join us for the live show, especially if you've read Born. So overall, in general, not to get too much into my thoughts and feelings, I really enjoyed Born as a book. I've always loved Jeff Vandermeer, so it's no surprise to me that I would enjoy his books at all. I think the most interesting aspect of this book is definitely Rachel's relationships with both Born and Wick, and even the magician, I would say, which is this mystical character in the book. I definitely want to go into detail about that because I think Jeff Vandermeer is doing a really excellent job at mixing like sci-fi with known fantasy tropes, especially like big mythical creatures, 2 warring factions that are impacting our main characters but unrelated to their lives. So I just think it's really, really interesting what Jeff Vandermeer is doing here, discussing religious themes, discussing motherhood, definitely discussing post-apocalyptic trauma, discussing eco sci-fi, which is something Jeff Vandermeer really excels in. So I think that this was absolutely fascinating, absolutely amazing, and I gave it 4 stars. I'm so excited to talk about this with my friends Justin and Bobby, just to see what they think about the book, because sometimes they make me think about things in a different light, and I often end up enjoying books more than I do upon initial read. But because this is a 4-star, I don't see my review changing, but tune in, I guess, if you want to know. I also wanted to give vlog watchers a little pre-thing, a little sneak peek, if you will, at the next Rick Riordan series that me and my friend Haunani will be reading. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've really gotten into Rick Riordan and reading all through Rick Riordan's works. And starting next month, we will be reading Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. The first book, I believe, is The Ship of the Dead. But I'm very excited. A video will be coming out soon just explaining what the Rick Riordan read along between the 2 of us is, which months we will be reading these books, and the content you can expect from me going forth. So that's it for this vlog. I had Blood Mercy, which was a 3-star romance. Maybe the fault of the book for being too long and slow, or me being in a reading slump after vacation. We'll never know. We'll never know which one's true there. And then, of course, Born, which I gave 4 stars, not going too much into detail, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed spending a couple of days with me. It definitely wasn't a weekend vlog like I expected because I'm horrible at vlogging. But if you've enjoyed this, if you've read any of the books mentioned in this vlog, please let me know down below what you thought about them. Did you like them? Did you hate them? Let me know. If you would like to follow me on any of my other social medias, I do leave a link down below to my Twitter, Goodreads, and Instagram if you would like to follow me there. And of course, because it is the end of the video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. It does wonders for my channel. It makes me feel really good. And that's it. I don't know how to end these vlogs after I beg for comments and likes. So I will see you next time, okay? Bye!